Alright guys, we are at base camp. This is home, and I can't wait to get off my feet, but I got a little bit of work to do, and it's 11:30. I'm thinking about a late lunch, get my camp set up. I'm not going to set up permanent camp like I would. Basically the idea is that when I go out and I do these things, I'm basically taking all the gear that I think I'll need. I have all of my survival gear, and basically survival gear means that you're carrying the bare minimum and you don't have food, and you're lucky if you have water. You probably have a container, and that container is filled with water, but you don't have a whole lot. So let me give you a view of my camp. So the trail is right over there. You can actually stand from the trail and you can see these palm trees. There's this one, and then there's that one, and then there's that one which I'm currently at. Now, since this one is actually in front of that one, and then there's a big pine tree, I'm actually pretty well concealed here. And there's a ton of green, palm trees that I can use to camouflage my camp if need be, and I definitely would do that. However, I'm in a swampy area. It's really mushy and watery over there. There's water over there. I'm right by a whole swamp bottom right there. Not the best place to be, but I'm not spending the night here. If I was spending the night here, I definitely would have to get on higher ground, or I would have to have a hammock, which I could set up between these two trees, no problem. So that is the current situation. I got my camp. I'm at my campsite. I've already cleared out an area, and I put down a ground tarp, and I have my blanket and its cover. I had a granola bar, and then I scouted around with my binoculars, as you can see there. And there's no animal activity, and there's no people activity. I don't see anything that looks like a blind, or anything that looks like a hunter, or anything shiny. So I think I'm good on that. And I'm very well concealed from the road. Literally, it blocks your view. And then if I'm set up right here, I'm golden. I'm very well protected, and I could set up a wall if I wanted to. Now, before I get set up and get rid of all my firewood, which I'm going to pile elsewhere, and if I was allowed to have a fire, I would do, I'm going to show you this. This is a spear. So I broke this off the palm tree over there, and it doesn't have much of a tip, and it's kind of rotted, so it realistically wouldn't necessarily work as a spear. But it's kind of like a prototype or an idea, or in theory, this is what I would use, or something like that. Because this is a great feather part. This makes it fly incredibly. So I was thinking about it, and I was looking at it, and I broke it off the tree, and then I threw it, and it flew so good, and then it stabbed into the ground. Now, I'm not sure that I can make it do it again, but I'm going to try. Well, that plant knocked it off course. So, however, even though this is a mushy bottom, see, it broke. Oh, look, it stabbed in the ground. Yeah. Even though this is a swamp bottom and there's a lot of water, I could collect this water and purify it, which is pretty good. I have a lot of water source here, but yeah, that's my situation. But we're gonna go back to camp. This my camp over here is actually on higher ground to an extent. This is higher ground than this whole area, so this is probably the highest spot. And like I said, hammock. It'd be a perfect swamp camp, no doubt. So let's just go over here underneath this palm tree, which provides great cover. And there's my backpack. Let me zoom out. I'm sorry. So there's my backpack, and I hung it. I put some gear in my jacket and hung it. And now, I am going to set up camp. Now, the problem with some of this is that I don't have much time left. I'm hungry. My boots are soaked because of it rained yesterday. And then also, pine trees tend to attract ants for some reason. I think the ants like the pine, the sugar, the pine sap, and they're just attracted to pine trees. So whenever I can camp by oak, I do, because pine sucks. But for now, I think it'll be fine. However, there's a lot of what are those called? Mushrooms, and they don't look edible, not in my opinion, but they could be. So I'm going to cut the camera back on when I am set up. I have not radio tested from this position. I'm slightly worried that I'm not necessarily going to get a great signal, but I just got a text message on the phone, so the service, I might be able to talk on the phone better than on the radio. But I gotta do a check-in and let them know I'm okay. So let the family know I'm okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I'm gonna do a little bit of a gear review. I'm gonna show you everything that I brought. However, I've done a review on all of my kit, and you should check out those videos. And yeah, this is it. This is my last time here. Maybe I'll get to come back here in the spring. Mom and Dad want to be moved by spring, but I'm gonna miss these woods. I miss my woods from back home because I could do bushcraft. I could have a fire. I could do bushcraft. But hiking in these woods and just setting up camp, having a stealth camp, and using my knife and cutting down stuff and making, it's so fun. Even though the only thing I can't do is trap and make fire. I can do everything else. I can make shelter. I can purify water. I can carve. I can set up. I can set up traps, but I can't use them. So, alright. Thanks for watching.